Good afternoon, everybody. You probably saw a couple of weeks ago in my long-term goals video. Do please watch that if you haven't already. That I'm only going to buy 5 more watches up to the end of this year. Talk about a challenge. Well, one of the things I said, I might get 2 more divers, but I might limit that to 1 because how many divers can somebody use who can't even swim? So what I've got, as you know, I've got this thing. It's the Casio MDV 107, which I bought here for about 10,000 rubles, which at the time was about 100 quid or so. And as you can see, there's no fish on the dial. Well, that got me wondering, why don't I try a fishing expedition? Well, this is what I found on Argos UK's website, and it's the same thing as I have. They haven't got anything else in this style apart from a different coloured bezel. As you can see from the price, you know, that translates to roughly 9,000 rubles at the moment, so that's worth bearing in mind. I paid over 10,000 for mine at all time here in Moscow. Here's the same one as mine on the H. Samuel website in the UK. As you can see, they've got this model and they have another one with a black bezel on it. Price is that, which I said translates roughly to about 9,600 rubles. Now I only paid just over 10,000 for mine here, I think, as I said. And as you can see, still no fish. Can we do better? Checking out this online retailer here in Russia, Wildberries, no less, you get a better price. Let's have a look. Yeah. So, well, it translates to about under £60. I can't get the purple price because I don't have a discount card, but I get that 7524, which comes out about £63. And, whoa, comes with a fish. Well, hey. So, shall I get it? Or do you think I did? There we go then. Of course I picked one up. So, on the right, you have the Casio MDV 107, which I was able to pick up here in Moscow in a bricks and mortar shop. And then on the left, you've got the Casio MDV 106, which I got on said Wildberries online retailer with the fish. And see, it also has a fish on the back. I don't know, hopefully I haven't overdone that with the reflections, and you can see our fish. Next thing is it a proper Casio? Well, I think somebody has to have a pretty perverted sense of humour to fake a Casio, or it has happened. So let's do what we can to verify. The bezel, it should be alright. It's an aluminium bezel instead, I think. So we'll set that off, yeah. That's going around reasonably, but not too stiff. This might need a bath in warm soapy water like the fish-free one did. Thanks again to Junior Johnson for the recommendation. Good bit of advice that, Junior. Yeah, it's not too sticky. And, which is more, oh, there, go on. There we go. There we go. They're my fat fingers. I don't know. Yeah. The bezel matches up quite correctly. No back play. No back play at all. That's really good. Again, let's have a look at that lovely fish. And then, just for one more test. Actually, I'll do 2 more tests. I'll just do the case width in terms of dimensions. So yeah, 44.1 for the fish free MDB 107, and for my Wild Berries Fishy Boy, what have we got? Well, actually, I think it's better. It's bang on 44, which is what it's supposed to be. Now, the weight should be a good indicator of authenticity. Here's my honest to goodness fish free, and it's near bang on 93 grams. Let's see what we get for the new thing with the fish. Actually, yeah, there we go. It's bang on 93 grams, which is the stated weight. So I'm pretty convinced that this is a proper fresh fish. A quick wrist check. I'm wearing my Burney Swiss Railway clock with the nice Miyota movement and its original mesh bracelet. So there we are. That's quite nice. Now the question is, do the two Casio Duros wear any differently? Well, the short answer is not really. They both come on exactly the same strap, which has got a kind of a ratchet to stop the keeper from sliding around. It's pretty comfortable, as you can see, but no fish. Yeah, the MDB 106 wears exactly the same. It's a Casio Duro. Apparently, we have the merchant bankers at Timex to thank for stealing the fish, because they own some of the marlin copyright on something. So they said no more fish on Casio Duros, please. But apparently one or two suppliers have different ideas, and I'm very glad about that, because I didn't think I was ever going to catch the fish, but here it is. Isn't it wonderful? I really like it. As I said, you've got a very plain steel buckle, nothing to write home about, but it does the job. The bezel's quite nice. I should point out on both of these watches, the second hand, well, more or less hits the minute markers, probably about 95%, which is a lot better than some much more expensive watches, don't you think? So there you go. Okay, well, that was a relatively short and easy video to make. That was my first step on the end of my journey to the end of the year. So here we have it with fish. So your question might be, am I having fish for my tea? Well, yeah, but bear in mind that fresh fish is no cheaper here than anywhere else on the planet. I'm going to have a tin of sardines. Now, as I said, that was quite straightforward. However, my next video is going to be about Russian watches, and boy, oh boy, are we all in for a treat. It's going to be a long video, and it was just one hell of a rabbit hole. With that in mind, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll probably see you next week with something food-based, but not fish. Okay, so take care everybody, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra for now.